Hello, everyone. Welcome to Bright Kids. I'm teacher Janice, and today's lesson we will learn Unit 5, Part 3. Let's begin. Now, look at the pictures and think about how the school was different 100 years ago. Can you share me your ideas? That's great. Thank you. Now let's move on. Now we will read the text and answer yes or no. So I will read it and you listen and you answer yes or no for the sentences from numbers 1 to 5. Let's start. The title is What Was School Like 100 Years Ago? How many children were in each class? 100 years ago, classes were very big. There were often 60 children in one class with only one teacher. Classes usually had boys and girls of different ages, but if it was a large school, boys and girls were taught separately. Teachers were very strict and the children weren't allowed to speak, except to answer a question. What were the classrooms like? Children had to sit on wooden benches, and at the front of the class there was a big wooden blackboard. The teacher used to write on it with chalk. The teacher's desk was often higher than the children's, so he or she could see them better. What did the children write with? Children didn't have pencils, rubbers, or pens. They learned to write using chalk and a chalkboard. Older children learned to write with a pen and ink. There was a little pot of ink in their desks. Anyone who made a mistake or dripped ink onto their page was punished. What did the children study? They learned reading, spelling, handwriting, arithmetic, and a little geography and history of their own country. First, the teacher wrote the information on the board. Then the children had to copy it into their books and memorize it. Finally, they had to repeat the lesson back to the teacher. Now, let's answer number 1. In class, children weren't all the same age. Is it yes or no? Number 2. The teacher's desk was better than the students'. Okay, now number 3. Older children used an ink pen and ink. Is it a yes or no? Okay, how about number 4? If children made a mess in their notebooks, the teacher told them off. Is it a yes or no? Number 5. The most important subjects were geography and history. Okay, that's great. Now, can you guess who it is? He was born on February 17, 1963 in the USA. He is an African American man. He is 195.7 centimeter tall. He is 57 years old. His nickname is MJ. He played for the Chicago Bulls and the Washington Wizards in the NBA. Nike named shoes after him called Air Jordans. Yes, he is Michael Jordan. Now, the next one. He was born on January 6, 1955. He is from England. He was in a TV show from 1990 to 1995. He drives a very small green car. His teddy bear is his best friend. He can move his face in many funny ways and doesn't really talk clearly. Many people love to watch his show and makes them laugh. Now, can you guess who it is? Yes, it's Mr. Bean. Now, the next one. He was born April 7, 1954 in Hong Kong. Together with his family, he moved to Australia when he was 6 years old. He was sent back to Hong Kong to a boarding school that trained students for Jingxi. He started acting in kung fu movies in 1976. In 1995, his movie Han Fan Kuei was released in America. His most famous English movie is Rush Hour with actor Chris Tucker. Know who it is? Yes, it's Jackie Chan. Now, the next one. She was born July 31, 1965. She is from Bristol, England. Her real name is Joan, but we know her name only as two letters. She writes books for children. The idea of her first book came to her while she was on a train to London. In her books, you can read about Harry, Ronald, and Hermione. And can you guess who it is? It's J.K. Rowling. Now, he was born in February 24, 1955 in California, USA. He never completed a university degree. His first job was to create computer games. He always wore a black sweater and jeans. The name of his company is the same as the name of a fruit. And the first computer he ever built was called the Macintosh. Now, can you guess who it is? It's Steve Jobs. Yes. Now, he was born on 14 March 1879 and died on 18 April 1955. He is a German physicist. He did very well in math and science during his school years. He developed the theory of relativity. He won the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1921. He is best known for his equation E is equals to mc squared. Yes, it's Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein is so popular. Now, another one. He was born on August 4, 1961. He was born in Hawaii. He is an American politician and has a law degree from Harvard. He is married and has two daughters. He once lived in the White House. He was the first African American president of the United States. He was POTUS from 2003 to 2008. And he is Barack Obama. Now, here, those people are iconic, right? So the word here is iconic people. We call someone or we say this person is iconic if this someone is very successful and admired by many. So we call them iconic people. Now, just like Confucius said, the man who says he can and the man who says he can't are both correct. Now, let's read about the life story of Confucius. Some words need to be changed to the past simple tense. Can you help me? Let's start. Confucius is considered one of the greatest and wisest leaders in Chinese history, but he died believing he had not made a difference. Born in 551 BC, Confucius became a teacher and a famous philosopher in China. The Chu dynasty had ruled China for over 500 years, but during Confucius' youth, new leaders took over China. People threw out old ideas about kindness and tradition. That's great. So here, the past tense of die is died. The past tense of make is made. The past tense of become is became. The past tense of take is took. And the past tense of throw is threw. That's very good. Now, here, if you have free time, you try to answer these questions and you record yourself. Okay? That's great. Okay, so that's the end of our lesson. Again, I'm teacher Janice, and I really do hope to see you here in Bright Kids. Goodbye.